It is. Chicken and broccoli. Ah, it smells so good. Y'all have a good day. I went to get some chicken and broccoli today. It's pretty good. And the lady asked me when I was leaving, she said, how many days you come here? 2, 3 times a week? I said, probably 2, maybe 3. And she said, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I said, nope, today's Wednesday. I said, I won't see you till probably Sunday, if I come in here every day, if I don't skip a day. Because if I eat a large chicken and broccoli, too much fiber. But a small, I can handle that. That's kind of my level of fiber, because I eat an apple too. And getting inside of the day, I hate having to work third shift. So I figured I'd do a video with how beautiful it is before I had to go into work. I ain't posted in a while, and everything got my mind kind of crazy. And then you can't have your phone a lot of places, so it cuts down my access. But it'd be all right. Learning a lot of things. So just trying to hang in there, keep everything going, and do what I can, and enjoy my chicken and broccoli. This is yesterday. We got a little bite to eat. Normally I get a double cheeseburger. I decided to get a, hamburger steak, and they had broccoli and cheese with rice. It's more stronger with the chicken and broccoli than most chicken and broccoli and rice or whatever, but it's pretty good. And they got all this stuff outside affecting my sinuses. The wind and all, it hadn't really rained at a certain spot, so just blowing all this stuff around. But yeah, I got that, and then my son got that, and then I got a little shot of the pool table, and I didn't get to breaking because he wasn't playing that good. I beat him 3 games in a row. I think he knocked the 8 ball in all the time. But he said he'd do better. I said, come on now. You're going to start playing this way. I said, you're going to ruin me coming out here. But we'll see. But we still, he said, hey, this is the only bonding we got. So, we're trying to play some pool. Hey, got a hamburger, my son. And I wanted a hamburger steak, but it's only about 1 hamburger. With the broccoli casserole. Well, look at that. Chicken and broccoli. Enjoying this free satellite radio. I might pay for it after it runs out. Going down the highway. Yep, there's the boot store. It's a pretty cool place to get the boots, and I took a picture to get the ones I wanted. And then I said, oh man, look at the store. They've got some wallets there. So that was pretty cool seeing that. And then here's me trying on the boot. It was kind of tight, but you can unlace the zippers. I was getting ready to fork the money out to get the boot. And I got to trim some loose hairs. I got 2. Supposed to be no more than 1/2 inch. But I was getting ready to pay for them boots. And I said, oh man, I like these. And I called, and they said, oh no, don't get them. We're going to order you some different ones. So I don't know what they'll order, but if I don't like them, I'll have to go with that and pay for them. But they're only $120. Not too bad. They're the tactical boots, though. They lace up, and they got zippers on them. So they're good for blood pathogens and all, like first responder boots. But, if they order me boots and they work, then I'll probably go for that. But eventually, you had to have boots, going up and down, doing your procedures and everything. But I said, oh, man, save me $120. So I hadn't got paid yet. I get paid today or tomorrow. And then 8 more years, and I can retire. But I think with student loans, if you work for the government or, state or something like that, you work 10 years, you have your loans forgiven. Once you pay on them 10 years and don't miss any payments. If that's true, who knows? Everything's in default, and you know how it is. So ain't no telling. But yeah, man, the hardest thing is staying awake. And then right when I get off, I'm going to have to get pumped up because that's when it's going to get probably the busiest. And when you go in, and then it'd be kind of chill. But feels funny going back to work after so long. You know, like a real job. But you never know what's going to happen, man. I had two little jobs looking after my wife. Well, when she passed, that ended on August the 19th. And then I worked the following weekend, and I was crying because I thought I could do it. Because I figured, well, if I'm at work, it won't be as bad as being at home, you know, staring at the walls and everything that reminds me, everywhere I look reminds me of her. And I boohooed a little bit at work, but it was all right doing my job. I was kind of by myself, so it wasn't too bad, and I straightened up. And then the following Monday, the 26th, they laid me off from that job, and I was there 2 years and 3 months. So August the 26th till I might have told this story again or before, so you already know it. If you're first time here, probably the first time you heard it, but it was pretty cool because I went to get chicken and broccoli, trying to eat healthy because I don't really like to cook. And my son gave me a couple of chicken wings he did in the air fryer that my daughter gave us, so he's pretty good at doing that. I don't even know how to use an air fryer. I'm like a beta VCH person, you know. And I was on VHS tapes and then DVDs and Blu-rays. But anyway, so I went to get some chicken and broccoli and that day. And I went to the park, and then I went to like a little lake they got. Now, I can't remember the name of the lake. And there was an officer that come by me, and when he come back down the hill, I asked him, you know, I told him I had some mobility issues, and he said, well, go up there, apply. They don't put the jobs on Indeed or anything. I said, really? So there's a lot of places to do that. You know, a lot of these jobs, they have to post them on Indeed, but they won't hire you because several people that got hired with me, nobody's hired all the jobs they put in, all the ones I put in. So probably about 1,500 jobs between all the new hires thereabouts, and nobody's hiring them. So they just put these jobs on the internet, but if you don't talk to somebody or have somebody network, you're not going to get them unless you get lucky, or the pay's very little, or they need somebody really, really bad. Or they'll have you come in for an interview and you'll be interviewing for a different job you didn't even put in for. So it's kind of crazy. You know, if you can't work for yourself, you got to go work, but at least get some benefits. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But it's going to be night shift. So we'll see. Ain't too bad. But anyway, the police officer come back down the hill. I thought he was a forest ranger guy. And we started talking, and he told me to put in. He said, they had 300 applications, and nobody come in for an interview. And it was funny because I put my application in, and then I think I called them, and then they called me and said, you still want to come in for the interview? Like, you really want to do this? You really want to do it? And I was like, yeah. And then when they interviewed me, I was kind of honest, and they patted him on the shoulder and said, I like you. They said, you too honest, but you know, there's a lot of stuff you got to be careful for, so you got to do everything right, or you can get a lawsuit. So, you know, you got to be careful, and you got to join a fraternity and all that. So it's kind of cool, kind of scary. And then some of these jobs I tried to get in the past, I think I could have got one. The TSA security, where they check your bags and all, it pays more, but eventually I'll get what the starting pay is, and I'm at the house, and I only work about 14 days a month. So instead of 20 something. So you got to think about that. You know, you're going to want to work all them extra days, or work the 12 hours and work half the days, and then nighttime's a little bit more chill. You just got to be alert and be safe and watch out for your fellow folks you're working with. You know, in 8 years. But it is it is kind of, you know, it is lonely a little bit. Even though I try to stay busy, just sitting here, but it's also peaceful. I kind of wish, I'm not depressed or anything, but it's kind of weird now. I'm motivated to do better, to take care of myself a little bit better, because I want to be here. I wanted to be here before, but when it's like you have a friend that has a car wreck, or something tragic happens, or you have something brings what to the forefront of your mind, and say, oh, I better do better. It's like, oh. So I'm trying. So we'll see. Because I noticed a little bit of things, feeling like they're reversing and getting younger. So that's kind of cool. Hadn't really done anything, but I guess a free gym when I get off work, or they'll let me come on my off days so I can work out a little bit, as long as I don't hurt myself in the process. I do have some issues. I got a narrowing of the spine and arthritis and, a whole bunch of stuff, neuropathy and a lot of stuff. But, the doctor told me I lost 30 pounds. I might be able to get off maybe 2 medicines. I'm on 4, so that'd be great. They've tried to put me on about 10, and I've refused them. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. My little hummingbird out here. Yeah, out here trying to get some stuff. He flew off. But that's pretty cool. So yeah, we just chilling. It's kind of windy. When I went to get the Chinese, it was really cloudy and all. And hadn't really had nobody. Even my wife's friends now, they're not even texting her phone. So now I'm just really bored. But YouTube, they show all these shorts of movies and TV shows. I got plenty to watch, and I got this satellite radio. I got plenty of stuff that I've heard on the radio that I want to put on my playlist on my channel, so I can listen to it, after the commercials. But all kind of new songs that I hadn't really heard that, I just like them because of the beat. And I'll be jamming in the car. So I might upgrade that November the 9th. It expires. I might keep the satellite radio with the dance music. So some of them's pretty cool, and they change up every now and then. So the electro, or I don't know if you call it trance. I'm not too familiar with that genre. But a lot of times on the rock and roll stations, they only play the song so long, and then there's so many commercials. So the satellite radio is pretty cool. And I think if you get it through them, when they do a promotion, it's cheaper than it is paying by the month. So that's cool. I almost talked to a scammer, and it seemed very legit. And I was asking them all kind of questions, and they started finding a bunch of stuff wasn't true. But I almost ended up going out of state this weekend coming. So I almost got suckered, but, it didn't happen. So trying to keep my mind calm, not do nothing stupid, and just concentrate on whatever I got to concentrate on. A lot of stuff got to do, all kind of new stuff to learn, and insurance to learn, and then you got several accounts, and every account has different passwords, and then you got to find a doctor that takes it. So that's like 2-year degree worth of employment, trying to get certified to learn all your stuff, and that's for you. Open enrollment and, trying to do all that stuff. But it is kind of nice to be here. My son's with me and just chilling out. And I have to go to work in a little bit. Eventually, maybe I can get a thermos and take me lots of coffee. Or maybe I can drink some of their coffee, because you don't want to fall asleep and somebody do something and you get in trouble for that. So you got to stay awake. Penny eyeballs. But yeah, I hope y'all doing good. I'm just amazed at all the little animals. We had a memorial, and if anybody wants to see it, leave a like in the comments. Now I'm Christian, but my father-in-law's Jehovah, and they said some stuff they believe, and he was having sugar, so I don't know if I'll post it public or not, but I had to edit out some stuff because the sugar was kind of bottoming out and he didn't know it. But it was nice, and I wanted to say something at my wife's thing, but I said, well, only a few people that really knew me from her side come up to me, and the rest of them didn't really say anything to me. They kind of visited themselves, because I was only with her like 28 years, so we didn't go around her family a lot. One of them told me to come to the family, but he lit a cigarette. I was like, I wasn't trying to be rude, and he's just looking at me like, so, he went away, and, I said, thank you. He invited me to his house anytime, but, it's hard to go anywhere that you went when you went with, your spouse everywhere, and it's hard to go back, stuff like that, by yourself. You kind of feel like an oddball, so we'll see. Yeah, I miss my little baby. I think night before last night, so what's the day? I think it was Monday, and I was off and waiting on, I think it was Monday. Anyway, it was either last night before, and I was just looking at all the pictures, and like 2022 was kind of a good year, even though I was working 2 jobs. I had 1 day off, but we went out to eat a lot, and the time I got to spend with my wife was nice. And then I got laid off in November, but there was a lot of pictures that the time I had off, I got a lot of pictures of my wife, and she was kind of healthy, a lot healthier than she was the last year. And I just started, the tears just coming down, and, boohooing a little bit. Not bad, but they come down, and sinuses, got irritated with it, and I was like, man, so it still gets me, because sometimes I get so busy and I forget. I don't forget, but it's like I don't feel the pain as much, and it's only been a month, and I'm starting to really feel guilty, and my daughter told me the same thing. So I know that's a gift, and I've seen my wife in my head, so I know she's better off, and I believe she is, but still, not having her here, I just miss her. And but sometimes I'm so busy, my mind's so distracted that I'm forgetting to miss her, and I'm thinking, well, am I being bad by doing this? I mean, it's only been, like 5 weeks. So, but you never know. All this new stuff you got to learn, and procedures, and it kind of like, I think it's like military training where, they just go over all this stuff and expect you to just keep in your head. And I guess that's the best way, because you ain't going to be able to look at a notebook when you're busy. You just got to have it in your head. But then you're so subjected to, it's a thin line between you okay and then a civil lawsuit. So, it's kind of scary. Everything changes every time, and keeping up with the new procedures, but if I can make it for a few years, and the closer I get to 62, I can retire either way and just save up the money. And the only main thing I want is a truck. I want me a Toyota truck. I got this Toyota car for my wife, and it's nice. And then I got the Nissan, and I was going to give that old Nissan to my son, but he probably won't watch this, or he might comment on it. But I've been trying to teach him to drive. Make sure he listens. And I was teaching him to drive and go up to the mailbox. Well, he hit the neighbor's mailbox. I said, get out, straighten him back up. I said, well, you don't need to check the mail anymore. You just need to turn a circle, but don't get close to the mailbox anymore. So he wants to get him a motorcycle. He thinks a motorcycle is going to be safer than a car. He said, car's too big. So who knows how that's going to go. Man. But yeah, just try to save the money, and then if they still offer the truck driving training, maybe I'll do that if this other job don't work. But I'm 53 now, so, you know, what? I don't want to kill myself at the end. I want to kind of just enjoy my downtime. You know, I was thinking, well, I could go back for criminal justice degree or something, and they'll pay for it. And I'm thinking, why do I want to do that? That's so stupid. You can do more education at my age. What's it gonna matter? You know, if I can't get up the stairs or I can't walk, what's it gonna matter if I got another degree that ain't gonna do any good, you know? And then you see these advertisements called, I think, Take 10, and that's like 10 or plus 1,000, and who knows if you can get a job with it, like coding. But it sounds cool. They got a lot of followers. It's a guy and a girl, and they travel and do all this exotic stuff, being young, you know, and zip lining in Brazil and whatever they're at, doing all this exotic stuff, you know, water skis, and they're not really visiting the places. They're just doing stuff at the places. I guess they're visiting the place too, but in a young perspective and recording it. They said, I can do all this because I got coding, and, you know, but that's a lot of stuff, you know. You got to worry about stuff stealing your stuff all the time, having the internet, and you got to really know the stuff, and you got to be able to travel without missing anybody and missing your little grandbabies. And, you know, now, even if it's every other Sunday, I can still take my grandbaby to church because he has a weird way of looking at things. So he needs church. He needs to, his own way of thinking is not the church way. He's real mischievous. I love him, but, you know, he'll be mean to his little brother or say, assume something real bad on something that's supposed to be good, and he just say, well, that's not that way, or, you know. So I don't know if that'll change or not, but I hope he'll be in there in heaven with me, you know, if I can be influenced for him. So I think that's my main purpose right now, is just kind of guide my grandkids, because I don't know if they're going to remember my wife, but they might not. I don't remember too much when I was 5, a little bit of stuff I think when I was 4, but it's just very blurry images, you know. Some of the places, I can see them now, but, you know, it's hard to remember all that. Like, you know, who can even remember what they did 2 weeks ago, you know? That's why I record on video, and I said, did I say that? Yeah, you said that. But anyway, just thought I'd share that. And it's kind of warm out here, but it was cooler earlier, but it's going to get cold soon. Had my chicken and broccoli, and I'm on my first cup of coffee. And I might make 2 more cups of coffee for work if I drink these 2 before I go to work. That way I have some coffee. I don't know if it'll keep me up too much, but maybe. That's 12 hours. So we'll see. So whatever y'all doing, good luck with everything, and chilling out. And I've had some stupid ideas, you know, like going out of state. I don't know why I was going to do that, but it had to be stupid. Then I thought about buying a pool table, putting it in the living room. But like last night, we played 3 games of pool, and it just cost me getting some food on the way there. And the living room, I can walk through it still, you know. And I'm not breaking anything in the house or having chalk everywhere or taking up a whole room just for a pool table. And I can go play, and then I get tired of playing. The pool table's at the store, not in the house. So, yeah, just trying to not do nothing stupid, you know. Don't have any money to do it anyway, but I think about it. But I got to get the truck eventually. Maybe. But I can wait. I can wait till one of these cars dies and I get it. So hopefully that'll be a little while. Maybe 4 years. But we'll see. We'll see. So whatever you do, live your life the best. You with somebody that you love, hold them precious. Take extra time to be with them. Because one day they won't be here. And, you know that, but it don't seem like, while you're there, oh, we'll be here. And I'm fortunate because she lived a long time. She probably lived a lot longer than she should have with the condition she had. And some people are young, hardly have anything wrong with them and passing away. So I'm fortunate I got the time I did. But it's still, it ain't no fun. Everybody that's been through it knows how it is. A lot of people you talk to, everybody's lost somebody. So everybody knows how it is. And, if you Christian, you realize that it's more kind of like a more wake-up call. Like, hey, you ain't going to be here long, It's only like a breath, 80 years or whatever, or 53 years. And if you could remember every little detail, it might seem longer. But when you can't remember a lot of it, it's like, did I do the time? Was I here that long? Do I really have that much more time to go? And then, that's how it is. But you got to enjoy it. Enjoy it while you got it. It's a gift. It's a blessing. And just try to do the right thing. And, if anybody, talk to them about what you can and encourage each other. But y'all have a good day, and I'm going to quit rambling on right now. So I probably got to get ready for work. So we'll talk to y'all later.